Hey, what's going on, guys? Unknown Player here. Today we're gonna be talking about how to build most of the characters in the game and what echoes you should farm and so forth. We're not gonna be covering the weapons because simply I don't have all the weapons and I don't own all of the characters, but we're gonna be covering like the echo sets that you should be running on most of the characters. Let's jump straight into it.
Un video más, mi gente, papá.
So we're gonna start off with my character, Jianxin. So we're gonna be making a separate video about her soon. So I'm gonna be talking about her, like why I chose her from the selector, and why I think she's fun and she's cool and she's very strong. So for example, Jianxin, right? So the way you build her, and this goes for most DPSs. So you want a main echo that like buffs your damage or deals damage. That's what you want. So for example, this one transform into him, right? Filian Beringel or Beringel, however you say it, to continuously attack enemies, dealing arrow damage. Increase current character's arrow damage and heavy attack damage. So this character is perfect for my for Jianxin, because Jianxin does the heavy attack that does like a lot of damage, and arrow damage bonus that is just beneficial for her because she's arrow. And not only that, we're also gonna be talking about the sets. But before we jump into the sets, guys, so the way you want to build most of your characters is the main piece, which like buffs your character if you're a damage and sub DPS. So this is for the main DPS and sub DPS. So you want crit rate here or crit damage. I recommend everyone to go crit rate, because if you get like a crit damage piece like this, it's very good. So I recommend everyone to go crit rate here, and then you go the elemental here. For example, my character is arrow, right? Like you can see it on the top left, arrow, right? Because she's arrow, you want to be going double arrow damage bonuses from the elites. So for the main, you want to have like either a boss or so there is this boss and there's like this like weekly boss. Either one that like that can buff your character is what you want. I'm gonna be giving more examples. So this is gonna be just Jianxin for mostly. Not this entire video, but like right now we're gonna be talking mostly about Jianxin. So for Jianxin, crit rate or crit damage, double arrow damage bonus into 2 attack. Those are like the main pieces. Substats, preferably crit rate, crit damage, resonance liberation damage, and so forth, right? But you're mainly looking into crit. Crit is the most important part for your main DPS, unless we get like a weird HP scaling like character in the near future. Until then, get your crit rate, crit damage. Even then, you still wanna go crit rate or crit damage, pretty sure. But if like we get like a character that skills a lot with health, then instead of attack, you'd go health. So that is it for Jianxin. Now for the sub DPS, and this you build basically, this build you will use for basically any sub DPS. Doesn't matter who. You're gonna be building them the exact same, almost. So my sub DPS for my team, for my main team, is Mortefi. So for Mortefi, you want Sonata effect, not just on Mortefi, on Sanhua. I think you can use this even on Yang, and probably Yinlin, right? You can use this set on them. Even even main character, you can use that set. But in this case, for this team, I don't think it stacks. You can't. I don't think this stacks, and there's no point into going double energy regen, right? So the reason why you would want this is because look at this. You get 10% energy regen on the 2-piece, and you get 22% attack for the next resonator for 15 seconds. Right? So this is why you want to go this on like Sanhua, Mortefi, and Yinlin, probably in the future, Yang, stuff like that, right? That's why you want this, and you want to go this bird. Reason being, it deals havoc damage, but when it hits, when like you hit, you can just tap the button of your echo. I'll show you guys. So you can either tap like this. Let me spam. If that hits, my character will gain my intro. Right, so now we have it. We can hold, and as you can see, the bird is still doing his thing. Right? So that bird. So you guys saw I ulted and I used the bird. I didn't do anything else. Look at my ultimate energy. You see? Look my ultimate energy. So it went from... We're gonna do this again. So I'm just gonna use the bird, right? And pay attention to my ultimate. Let's do this another way. You see this? You saw how much it regened. That is why you want the bird for most of your characters. For most of the sub DPS. So that is that. But the way you build Mortefi as a sub DPS is you have crit rate or crit damage on the main piece, and then double fusion damage bonus, and then double attack. And then for substats, obviously crit rate, crit damage, damage liberation. But we're not gonna go into substats. We're not gonna go into substats yet. Mostly crit for most characters is what you need. For Spectro main character, the way you build Spectro main character is you need this boss, Morning Aches. Reason being is it gives you it gives you resonance liberation damage, and it increases your Spectro damage. And the 5-piece set gives you a total of 40 Spectro damage if you release the intro skill, right? So you get a bunch of Spectro damage from doing this. And that is basically for the Spectro main character. Now I'm gonna give you guys one tip. For example, if you want a main piece set that will work with any main DPS that we have right now, you can go with this piece set. So you go with this Mech Abomination, right? It deals electro damage to enemies nearby and create mech waste that explodes in a while. Increase character attack. So it increases your character's attack, right? And also, this 2-piece is universal. It's for basically any main DPS. So while on the field, attack increases by 5% every 1.5 seconds. This effect stacks up to 4 times. So that's 20% attack to the character on field. Outro skill damage, and you get an additional 60% outro skill damage. That is why this is universal set that will work on anyone. And the way you build this is crit rate or crit damage depending on what you need. Remember, try and get at least above 60 crit rate and around like 200 crit damage is like, I think, the sweet spot. I'm not too sure about that, but that is that. So crit rate, crit damage here. And for example, whatever element that your character is, for example, Havoc for Danjin. Right now I don't have it. I don't have the this is not like a complete set yet, but Havoc damage, another Havoc damage. I don't have a Havoc damage. I haven't gotten a good piece yet. But double, so crit, double Havoc, double attack. That's for Danjin, right? Either that, like for Danjin, either this piece works for any main DPS. Keep that in mind. So for Danjin, either this main piece, or you go with this main piece. So you probably for the main one, I think you probably want to use this. Increase the character's Havoc damage and resonance skill damage. So for you probably want a Crownless that has crit rate or crit damage, and then double elemental damage into double attack. Right? So that is gonna be that. So 4 piece gives you 10% Havoc damage on a 2 piece, and a 4 piece Havoc damage plus 7.5 after releasing basic or heavy attack. This effect stacks up to 4 times. So that is 30% Havoc damage bonus after you release attack or heavy attacks. And it lasts for 15 seconds. So you get a total of 40 Havoc damage, which is a lot. That is a lot. So that is that for Danjin. Let's go to Verina. So for Verina and Baizhi, so for this character and this character, you build them almost the exact same way. Not fully though. So for Verina, her healing scales with attack. So you either go attack or healing bonus here. Double energy regen. Now I haven't gotten double energy regen, so excuse me for that. I didn't get very lucky with the RNG, so that's why I don't have double energy regen. So you want to have attack or healing bonus for Verina, double energy regen into double attack. That is for maximum healing for Verina, right? For Baizhi, is almost identical, but the main stats that you need are a bit different. So it's the same exact piece. Reason being, by the way, because when you activate this, based on character's defense, reduce the incoming damage. It reduces incoming damage, right? This is like a damage. When you cast it, it does damage based off of your character's defense, right? But the secondary thing it does is it reduces incoming damage and it increases damage dealt to any character that has this effect, right? And the reason you want 5 piece rejuvenating glow is because it increases 15% of the attack for all party members for 30 seconds when they get healed. That is why you want to get this piece, because when you heal, everyone in the party gets 15% attack. So remember, for Verina, attack main piece or healing bonus with the rejuvenate, of course, and then double energy recharge, double attack percent. For Baizhi, it's almost exact same. You want to have HP main percent on the turtle, on the Bellborn, either HP main piece or healing bonus. That is what you want. And then you go double energy recharge into double HP percent. Because Baizhi scales on HP percent, unlike Verina. Right? So for Sanhua, the way you build her is exactly the same as Mortefi, only one difference. right? So crit rate, crit damage, double glacial, because Sanhua is glacial, into double attack. That's how you build her. With the same 5-piece as Mortefi. Because you want to be spamming their ultimate, and you want to be giving this attack increase to the next resonator. So that is gonna be that for Sanhua. Yang, there are like 2 main ways you can build her. And remember, this goes to like the other characters as well. If you lack energy regen, you can always put like 1 energy regen here or 2. So the way you build Yang is either as a sub DPS, or if you want her to do full damage, you build her with the same, basically the same things that you build Jianxin with. So you either go with this set piece, the Sierra Gale, or you go moonlit. Lingering, I don't recommend unless you go 2-piece lingering, 2-piece moonlit, or any of these 2-piece with Sierra Gale 2-piece, because you get arrow damage bonus, right? So that works. But I recommend if you build her as like a sub DPS, so you're gonna have like a main DPS, whoever it is, right? And if she's your sub DPS, build her the same way as you would build a Mortefi. So for example, again, crit rate or crit damage with this echo as your main, and then double arrow damage or energy recharge if you don't have enough energy recharge, and then double attack. That's how you build Yang. Taoqi, I'm pretty sure you build her the same way you would build Verina, and the same way you would build Baizhi. So the way I think, I'm not 100% sure on this, is you build her with a 4-piece rejuvenating, and main piece needs to be defense percent. I have a defense percent, we can give her that, right? And then you probably would want energy regen, and defense. Or energy defense. She scales mostly with defense. So I think if you use it as a sustain, you build her like this. If you don't use it as a sustain, make sure you equip this bird, right? Probably with defense percent, not crit rate, because I don't think Taoqi does a lot of damage. I could be wrong, but so defense percent, energy, defense. That's how I think you should build Taoqi. So you can either build her with a 4-piece of rejuvenating, or with a 4-piece of moonlit, right? Either that or that. Next character, Yuanwu. Pretty much, if you use him as a sub DPS, you're gonna be going with the with the moonlit clouds. So you're gonna be going crit rate, crit damage, double electro, double attack, or like electro energy regen, depending on if you need energy regen or not. So for the next character, Chixia. Is that how you call her? I think that's how you call her. So for Chixia, you can go with the the main piece of the Inferno Rider with either crit rate or crit damage. I don't have one yet. So the reason is it increases the character's fusion damage on basic attack. Long press, and you get like this mode where you're gonna be like you're gonna be on the motorcycle and like going around and stuff on the map. And this is like the best in slot because it gives you fusion damage, and when you use the resonance skill, you get fusion damage increase by 30%, right? So either use that for her or use 4-piece Lingering. So crit rate, crit damage, double fusion, double attack. That's how you want to build them. And that is it for the characters I own. Now time to go for the characters I don't own. Right? So Calcharo. The way you build Calcharo. So Calcharo, let's say this guy is Calcharo, right? So the way you would want to build Calcharo is you want to either go the 4-piece Lingering, crit rate, crit damage, double electro, double attack percent, right? Either that is probably gonna be his best in slot, because you stay a long time with him on the field, and the Mecha Abomination does electro damage. So yeah, that's gonna be like an increase for you. Either that, or you use Void Thunder with Thundering Memphis, right? So you transform into Thundering Memphis to do electro damage and increase the character's electro damage and ultimate damage. His Resonance Liberation is ultimate damage. So you're gonna be going for electro. You're gonna be going crit rate or crit damage, double electro into double attack percent. That is how you want to be building Calcharo. Now, Encore. I don't have Encore, but Encore, I think you pretty much build it the same way as you would build Chixia. So, for Encore, like I said, you either go Molten Rift, crit rate, crit damage, double fusion, and attack percent. That is how you want to be building her. Encore, right? And either that, or you can go Lingering Tunes. Lingering Tunes is so universal. You can, if you farm, I recommend everyone to farm this, because if you farm this and you have a lot of pieces, you can just put it on anyone and you're literally chilling, right? You can swap this, swap the 5-piece and give it to another damage dealer, but you're gonna have to be swapping these two, because elementals, not everyone has the same element, so you're gonna have to swap that. Besides that, these are gonna be like staying the same. This one, the 4 and the 1 and the 1 are gonna stay the same. The 3 and the 3 are gonna be changing every time. That is it. That's gonna be it for Encore. Now Lingyang. Let's say Sanhua is Lingyang Glacial, right? So the way you would want to build him is probably gonna be Lingering as well. Lingering too. So crit rate, crit damage, glacial, and into attack. That's how you build them. You can either go Lingering Tunes, or you go Freezing Frost with this as your main. So what this does is you transform into this beast and increase the current character's glacial damage and resonance skill damage. So the skill, the E, and the glacial damage gets increased, and you get 10% from the 2-piece glacial damage, and you also get after releasing basic or heavy attack, you get 30% glacial damage for 15 seconds. So you can either use this or this 5-piece with crit, double glacial, double attack, or Lingering Tunes with crit, double glacial, double attack. That is it for Lingyang. Now for Jiyan. This is how you're gonna build the Jiyan. You can build Jiyan pretty sure the same way you would build a Jianxin, right? So for Jiyan, you can build them with the same way I built my character here. So crit rate, crit damage on the main piece, into double arrow, into double attack, and the 5 piece. This is gonna be the 5 piece that's gonna be ideal, because and you want to use this monster because it increases your character's arrow damage and heavy attack damage. So this is what you want, because it increases your arrow damage by 40%, and you get 12% here as 52, and you get heavy attack damage. So crit, double arrow, double attack. You can also build them with lingering tunes like everyone else. So crit rate with lingering tunes, crit damage, double elemental, double attack. You can build them like that. Now, there's one character. There's like one other characters. Like I think I'm missing like one character. I think Aalto. So Aalto is gonna be like the same as like Yang, right? Where you would want to go probably moonlit or Sierra Gale, whatever one you prefer. So I would recommend moonlit though. So the way you build them, crit rate, crit damage with this. So you need this bird. This bird obviously crit rate, crit damage, double arrow or energy regen arrow or double energy regen depending on how much energy regen you have, and then you go double attack. That's how you build Aalto. Am I missing anyone? Havoc MC? Yeah, Havoc MC. So for Havoc MC, right? Havoc MC is like the only character that can like abuse this, pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean Danjin can also use this, but you can go Dreamless, right? Main piece, crit rate, crit damage, double havoc into double attack, right? And the reason you want this is because when you cast your ult, you gain, I think you gain like more havoc damage. This echo deals more damage after, yeah, you do, it's just more damage. It just for the Dreamless just does damage. So that's why you want this on your what do you call it? Your main character. So, and also what you can do for a Havoc MC is also go lingering tunes like everyone else, and a crit rate, double crit. I mean double a Havoc into double attack percent. Am I missing anyone? I think that covers everyone. If I've missed someone, comment down below and I'll just try and add it through the comment section. But the general rule is you can literally, like, for main DPS, you can go lingering tunes, sub DPS moonlit, and then support rejuvenating. It's literally from bottom to top. So main DPS, sub DPS, and healer slash sustain. That's how you're gonna be building most of your characters. Or you just farm their main pieces, right? So for arrow characters, arrow piece, electro characters, electro piece, and so forth. Most characters, remember, crit rate, crit damage, double elemental for main DPS, double attack. For sub DPS, you're gonna be needing this bird. This bird is very good, no matter what. If you go this set, right? So crit rate, crit damage main piece, double elemental, or one energy regen, one elemental, or double energy regen, and then double attack. So whatever one you prefer. Just make sure you have enough energy regen to at least, I think you need to ult once every 2 rotations with your sub DPS. I think that's what you need, if I'm not mistaken. But that is that for the sub DPS. And for the support, it's gonna be like healing bonus, attack with this guy, with the turtle, with the bellborn, right? So attack, or for Verina's attack, or healing bonus, double energy regen, double attack. Baizhi, HP, healing bonus, double energy regen, double HP. For Taoqi, defense main percent into energy regen and another energy regen, and then double defense with this 5 piece. On the next video, I will be covering the best way to farm the echoes that you basically need. I'm gonna be making like a video about like it's gonna be like Jianxin focused and main DPS focused, like how should you farm the pieces and what you should do. So that's gonna be it for this video. I've been yapping for a whole 33 minutes, but at least you guys will have like all the information about all the characters and the way you build them for the end game. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. Best of luck on the GN pools, and see you guys next time.